Well, hello everybody. This is Lisa Freeman from stampingwithlisa.com, and I just wanted to pop in real quick today and show you this cool video of this card that I made today. I was playing around with a brand new stamp set that's going to be in the new catalog that comes out in about maybe 10 days or so. It comes out on the 4th, I think. And so that's about maybe a week and a half or so. And I just loved this card and I love the colors in it, so I wanted to show you how I did it. It's a really easy technique. I did this a long time ago, maybe like 2 or 3 years ago, with another stamp set that I had, and I was just kind of scrolling through stuff and I was like, oh, I need to try that again. So I thought I would try it with this stamp set, and let me show you what it looks like. And let me get my computer going real quick too so I can see if I'm actually live right now, because it's hard to tell. My internet was out. I tried to do this at noon and my internet was out, so I had to call Cox again for the millionth time, and hopefully it's gonna work as long as I'm doing this video today. It looks like I am a little bit crooked, so let me see if I can fix that. Let's see. I never can figure out these technical things, but hopefully you can see it. I just love technology. I need an assistant just to do my filming stuff because sometimes I think I'm just a ditz when it comes to these things. Okay, I'm waiting to see if it's lined up, and it looks okay right this minute, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. All right, so this is the card. Let me show it to you up and close. It's using a bunch of new products, our new colors, our new stamp, new ribbon, everything. So the only thing that's not new on here is the one stamp that is from Very Versailles. And let me see, what else is not new? Oh, the embossing folder. That's not new. So let me show you what stuff we're using. So we've got the brand new stamp set, Color and Contour, and I'm going to be using those two, flowers and the splattery stamp and the words. And it is photopolymer. And Stampin' Up! Did this new thing now where they have the pictures of the stamps inside the box for you. So now you can just put it right on the box and you don't have to worry about that piece of paper, you know, that plastic piece that was in there before. So we've got that one, and then this is one of my all-time favorites, Very Versailles. I use this stamp and this one all the time. I probably should have used that one on this card. That would have been really pretty. I'll do another one with that one. All right, so those two stamp sets are what you need, and then this is a brand new punch, and it's called Elegant Tag Punch. I wrote it on the back so I wouldn't forget. We're going to be using this, and we're also going to be using the Parisian Flourish embossing folder, which is still in the new catalog. It did not retire. So this is also one of my favorite embossing folders. So those are the products that you need. And you also need our new papers and ink pads. So I've got 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 soft succulent, 4 by 5 1/4 white, 4 by 1/2 of soft succulent. And these are just scraps of white and the fresh freesia. Say that 5 times real fast. That's a tongue twister. All right, so I cannot see comments right now. I don't know why, but hopefully they'll pop up in a minute. And hopefully we've got some people watching. All right, so let's get started. So if you take a screenshot of that, you'll know exactly what pieces of paper you'll need. And this is super easy, a really quick card. So first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and punch out the punches. So you need 1 white and 1 of the fresh freesia. My hands are hurting. I've been working in the yard for days and days and days, and I swear my hands hurt so bad right now. I have arthritis bad in my hand, and I don't know if you can tell, but my hands are always hurting, and so sometimes it's difficult to stamp. All right, and then we're going to take the white piece, and I'm going to put a piece of scrap paper underneath. Hey, Deborah! And I'm going to put a piece of white underneath and start stamping. So first thing we're going to use is the flower stamp, and I'm going to do the outlined one first. Oops. Stuff sticking to everything. All right, so we've got 2 stamps, and what I did, let me show you. When you get your stamp set, it comes in the box, and you'll see the 2 stamps. So they have them lined up here exactly how they should be. So what I did was I lined up this one with the little like a boot looking thing, kind of like a stocking, with this one, and so I put them on the stamps exactly how they were here. So I've got that little hooky thing there, and I wrote top on this block, and then I did the same thing on this one. So they're lined up exactly perfect. I put a T for top here. So now I know when I stamp this one's going to go exactly on there. And so the one I'm mainly looking at is that little hooky one with that one right there. So I know if I line those 2 up, everything else should be good. So we're going to be using our new Fresh Freesia, which reminds me of one of our old colors. I think it was Orchid Opulence, maybe. That was one of my favorite colors. It's really pinky purple. It's really pretty color. And this ink pad, I just realized when I started doing this card, is backwards. So I don't know if it was made different or what, but it's backwards from my other stamps. So it should have the little thing to open it on this end, but it doesn't. So mine is on the other end, so I just have to open it backwards. So if you ever get one of those, you could still use it. It's just backwards. All right, so I'm going to start with the outline first, and I've got my little T there at the top, so I know this is the top. And I'm going to do about maybe 5 of these on here, and just kind of randomly put them on there. You don't want them looking uniform or anything. And there we go. All right, so we've got like 4.5, 5, a little bit, half of ones. All right, then we're going to take this one and try to match it up. So remember, I have that little hook at the bottom, so I'm going to start with this top one here and just line it up, and boom. Oops, I just twisted it right when I hit it. That's all right. It doesn't really matter if it's not perfect. Nobody's going to even notice. See, that one's not perfect either. It's okay, because we're going to run it through the embossing folder and put some stuff on it, and you won't even notice it. But it is pretty easy to line it up, really, especially if you put that little T on there for the top. All right, so that's it for that. And then, oops, let me go ahead and do the words while we got the pink out. So on the words, we're doing "You're Absolutely Amazing." And I'm going to put that right in the middle. Hopefully I'm not going too low for you guys. Whoops. All right, so there's our words. And sorry for that scrap paper, so yucky looking. And then on the words, I'm going to take that flower stamp that I just had a second ago. I'm going to ink it up again and stamp off, and then stamp on here. So I just have a little bit of a faded flower on there. So you can just kind of barely see it, but it just gives it a little bit of color. So then we're done with the pink. And then we're going to use the new Soft Succulent. This is kind of like a darker version of Mint Macaron. It's kind of between Mint Macaron and Just Jade. And then I'm going to take my viney looking stamp from the Very Versailles, and I'm just going to kind of stick it in here between these flowers. If I overlap a flower, it is no big deal. And just kind of fill in your space here. Uh-oh, I just got my finger in the ink. Oh man, it's smearing a little bit. I guess my pad is really juicy. Okay, that's all right. All right, then we're gonna put some little sprinkles on here. So that'll cover up my little boo-boos that I just did with my inky fingers. So then you won't notice them because we'll have sprinkles covering them. All right, so that's pretty much it for the stamping. All right, then we are going to emboss it. And I just did one ahead of time because I didn't want to drag my embossing machine in here. So we're just going to swap this out. So I just put it inside the embossing folder, the Parisian one. So you put it in here. Make sure your Stampin' Up! Little logo is right there. Put it inside. Close it, put it through the Big Shot, not Big Shot, sorry, Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. And when it comes out, it'll be embossed with that Parisian. Oh, I messed up on the back. Hopefully that's the one I messed up and didn't do the front. Yeah. All right, so I had 2 tries on that one. That's the good thing about our paper. It's double-sided, so if you mess up, you can always use the other side. Okay, so, oh, hey, Sharon. So now what I'm going to do is take our blending brush and, oh, I got to get the purple out again. And I just took the brush and did it all over really lightly because I wanted to make those swirls pop from the Parisian Flourish. I probably don't need to do that off either because I've already used this pad so much it's getting dry. You can kind of see the middle of it. This is probably my favorite new color, and these two together I really like. So this is just going to make those swirls from the embossing folder pop more so you can see them. And then I'm going to put it together. You can put as much or as little as you want, it doesn't matter. It is a light color, so it's hard to overdo it. Probably if I did the green, that would be way too overpowering. And the blending brushes are back, so you can get them now. I think they just came back in. Somebody told me, a little birdie told me, so hopefully that was true. I didn't even check for myself. All right, I'm going to put this little piece right here, right across the middle. And this is my little 1/2 inch by 4 piece of, oh, I must have cut that crooked because that is really long. Yep, I did. Okay, that's okay. I'll cut it. All right, so we've got that right across the middle. And you can also put this, if you mess up anywhere, you could put that right across where you mess up. So then you wouldn't even notice it. All right, so we'll just snip that little extra piece off because I cut it the wrong amount. All right, then this is going to go onto your back piece. I hate to waste that piece, but I did mess this one up. So I did it over again. And then I'm going to show you a trick with the punch. So you can do this with pretty much any punch. This one is a little bit more difficult because it's not symmetrical, but I wanted to have a back piece to this and there's only one side. So I cut it in half crossways, so like hamburger style. Put some tape on the back. And then you just layer this kind of behind it. So I'm just going to pull it down just a little bit and make another punch. Well, kind of like a pretend punch. So it looks like I have another one that's bigger that's stuck behind it. And then I'm going to put this one on the top just a little bit below. Well, I mean a little bit above where that one is. I think I'm going to need more tape. I did it crooked. You just line up the sides though. That's the only thing you have to really worry about is just getting these sides lined up. Okay, so there you go. So you kind of have it crooked too. Let me snip that off. I just got a little bit crooked. Okay. All right, so that's what it looks like on the back. You can see I did it really crooked, but it doesn't matter. Still looks good on the front. So now we've got a little bit of a shadow effect from the top and the bottom of where that freesia goes. And then I want to put that on with some dimensionals. So let me get some of those. Everybody having a good day today? It's cold out here. It was 80 degrees yesterday and it's like 55 today. I walked outside this morning and froze my butt off. It's like, oh, I had to go run some errands. And my main goal today was to go to Sam's and get a rotisserie chicken for dinner. And I get to Sam's and there's nobody there. And it was 10 o'clock, which is when they open. And I was like, what's going on? I was all excited. I get out of the car, I go up to the door, and there's somebody there, and they said, oh, we're out of power. So the power was out, so you couldn't even go in. So I was kind of bummed because I drove all the way over there for nothing. So I do not have my rotisserie chicken. Now I got to figure out what I'm going to do for dinner. All right, so then we're going to put some pearls on here, and these are the pastel pearls that are also back in stock. One fell off. So I'm just going to use these light purple ones here. And I think these were actually maybe purple posy, but the purple posy and this new color, the fresh freesia are pretty similar. So they match perfectly. And I'm just going to put 3 of them, whoops, right here. And I do have my take your pick tool, and I did not even bring it. Why do I always forget that sucker? Okay, so there we go with our 3 little pearls. Then we're going to put some ribbon on there. So I already did a bow out of our new ribbon, and this is some really, oops, sticky. It's already, this ribbon is really, really pretty. It's got like, what do you call that? Kind of like grosgrain maybe? No, not grosgrain. What is that? Sheer, like sheer linen, I think is the name of it. It should be on here. Open weave ribbon. But it's kind of like, I can't remember the name of the one that was like that. It's kind of satiny on the edge, and then it's like sheer in the middle, and it's really pretty. And this comes in all 5 of the new in colors. So I already went ahead and tied a bow with it, and I just need a glue dot to put that on. And all of these things, if you just started watching, oh, thank you guys. Hey, Kim. All of these things will be available on the 4th, which is, does anybody know what day May 4th is? May the 4th be with you. Remember that, Star Wars? That's Star Wars Day. So that's when the catalog starts. It's on Star Wars Day. Yeah, grosgrain, I think that's what it was called, but I'm not positive. But it's some kind of sheer ribbon. And I just think that came out so cute. You guys love it? I think it's so pretty. I love it. And I thank you guys for watching me today. I know it's been like a few days since I've been on here because I've been working in the yard like every minute I have because it's been so nice. But today was kind of chilly, so I don't know if I'm going to do yard work today because my back hurts and I'm getting too old for this stuff. All right, so just remember, if you want to order anything, you can't order this stuff yet, except for you can order the Very Versailles and the Parisian Flourish. But the new stuff, you cannot order that till Star Wars Day. And anything you want to order, just go to stampingwithlisa.com. This is my host code for the next few weeks. Make sure you see my name there, Lisa Freeman, as your demonstrator. I would love to have you as a customer. And you guys have a great day. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget, make sure you subscribe, like, and comment. Because if you comment, you can win this card. So you could be the winner. And all the cards that everybody has won so far have gone in the mail, except for this one. This person, Taylor Bielski, you have not replied yet. So I'm waiting to hear from you for this shell card. And then the one that I did last time, I'll give away on the next video. So you guys have an awesome day. Aw, thank you guys. Hey, Maureen. Thank you guys. Have a great day. And stay inside and stay warm if you're in Virginia, because it's cold, but it's supposed to be a little bit warmer tomorrow. So hopefully spring will be here for good soon. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.